Most investing videos give you a trade idea and then move on to the next one. But what happens after the trade was entered? Did it work? Was it managed properly? Uh, did it lose money? Did anyone ever mention it again? And that's what I want to do differently with Practical Income Portfolio. We're going to follow real positions, real decisions, and real results from the original entry until the position is either trimmed, rolled, or completely closed. That includes winners, the mistakes, and yes, of course, the loser. Before we continue, I am not a financial advisor. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. Investing involves risk, includes a possible loss of principal. So please do your own research and make sure the decisions that you make fit your goals, financial situations, and your risk tolerance. Beginning this Friday, this becomes the recurring show on practical income investing. Every week, we're going to look at positions inside the practical income portfolio. I'll show you what changed, what I did, why I did it, and what I'm considering next. Some weeks may include a new entry or trim or roll or a complete exit. Other weeks, the correct decision might be to just do absolutely nothing. The goal isn't to predict every market move. It's to show the decision making process and what happens after real money is put at risk. To keep those results honest, we're creating a realized return scoreboard. The scoreboard will show the return generated this week and the cumulative return since the portfolio launched, but only completed results enter the scoreboard. Right now, both numbers are zero, not because the portfolio has no open gains, but because nothing's been closed yet. So the distinction between an open gain and a realized result is going to matter throughout this series. So what actually counts as realized? So if I trim part of a position, only the portion I closed is going to enter the scoreboard. If I roll an option, the original position is recorded with an actual result. And then the replacement begins as a new position. So open gains and losses can appear in the weekly update, but they don't enter the scoreboard until the position or part of it is closed. So profits count, losses count, and nothing quietly disappears because I didn't work. That's the only way the scoreboard means anything. So the scoreboard will report every result as a percentage of the capital committed to the trade. Why use percentages instead of dollars? Because a dollar amount mostly tells us how large the original position was. It doesn't necessarily tell us how effective the capital performed. One investor might commit significantly more capital than another investor. Their dollar profits would naturally be different, even if both trades produce exactly the same percent return. So using percentages gives us a clear comparison across different position sizes and different strategies. It makes a scoreboard about how the trade performed, not about who started with the biggest account. So here's our first real example. Following Google's post earnings decline, I entered Google Leaps and put credit spreads. At entry, both positions began at zero. By Tuesday morning, the Leaps were up 8.47%, while the credit spreads were up 28.02%. At our latest update, the Leaps have advanced to 19.14%, and the spreads reached 47.86. Now, that's encouraging progress, but every one of those gains remains unrealized. Nothing's been closed. Therefore, the official realized return scoreboard is exactly zero. We can discuss open gains, but we can't declare victory before the results are actually realized. This Friday, we'll put a new format into action with our first complete Google portfolio update. I'll explain why I entered these positions, how I'm managing the leaps, and when I'll be trimming the put credit spreads. We'll also discuss what could make me adjust the plan. What would have to change before I consider the long term Google thesis. Then we'll continue following these positions until they reach their actual conclusion. And that's a Google update is just one part of what we're building here. So on Tuesdays, we're going to focus on company case studies, potential opportunities, and the reasoning behind positions I might be considering. If an actual entry presents itself during the week, I may also put on like a timely update showing what I did and why I did it. So then every Friday, we'll return to the practical income portfolio to review what changed, how the positions are performing, and what I'm planning next. And sometime over the weekend, we'll continue building our educational series breakdown. Uh, we'll break down trading strategies, investing concepts, and really the market itself in plain English. So whether you're here for new ideas, real portfolio updates, or practical education, that's going to be what you can expect from this channel moving forward every week. And if you want to follow these positions from the beginning to end, wins, losses, and everything in between, subscribe to Practical Income Investing. The first complete portfolio update arrives Friday. And from that point forward, the scoreboard will follow every position wherever it leads. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.